Hey everyone, today is a fragrance video. Now is the time for me to switch out my rotation and try to sort of pull other things that I might find interesting or that I am in the mood for and keep them for about maybe 4 weeks or so and get good use out of them before I start another circle of my, fragrant rotations. First and foremost, this is meant for me to really have a good use of all of my fragrances. That does not mean that I'm not going to pull from my larger collection, from my total perfume wardrobe, and just wear what I feel like. If I feel like a particular scent or have a particular occasion for a particular scent, that's what I will go for. But on a day-to-day, normally I will pull from this spread that I have over here. First and foremost, one that I'll leave in the rotation is going to be Yves Rocher Pomme de Lys Apple Delight, the limited edition from last year. I'm going to keep it in my rotation. This is really, really beautiful apple pie with some cinnamon and vanilla. The scent is lovely. It is super, super comfy. It is very sort of sweet, inviting, very tasty, very, very edible scent. And is, in fact, one of the ones that my husband really enjoys. So I probably will keep it in for the whole winter just because it's so, so comforting. It reminds me of the holidays and pies and getting together and weekends, and it's just lovely. In the fall, it was really suitable because it was more about, apple picking and apple pies and Thanksgiving, and that was really suitable. But also for the winter, it's really, really nice. I really enjoy it. I haven't picked up the limited edition for this year yet, but I probably will very, very soon because I always get one. I always get the one Yves Rocher makes every year. Another sweet one that my husband really loves is this guy, and this is Britney Spears Curious in Control. I've spoken about this fragrance before. This is a really sweet and fruity dessert scent with a decent sandalwood base. Very, very girly, but not juvenile, I wouldn't say. It is for lovers of sweet, fruity gourmands. I would say that the bottle is not super comfortable to use, but this one is another one that my husband really enjoys. This one actually stays quite long on clothes, so I recommend you try wearing it on clothes. It's really easy, it is tasty, and really not pretentious. It's a very, very democratic perfume, I would say, and most people won't find it objectionable. Remind me if it's discontinued. I think it might be, but I'm not quite sure. Another one that's staying behind because I didn't get as much use out of it as I thought I would, a very, very small dent, is my Oscar de la Renta Esprit d'Oscar. Very beautiful floral, slightly spicy, and it's initially reminded me of L'Heure Bleue by Guerlain, but now it doesn't anymore. It has its distinct signature. I'll have to do a full review of this one again because I think I'm starting to really appreciate it for who it is, not for who it reminds me of, meaning that it's not the L'Heure Bleue any longer that I long for. This is nice, very nice, slightly spicy, very grown-up floral. A lot of purple flowers here. It's not as sweet and as gentle as, say, L'Heure Bleue, or something else with a lot of violets like Balenciaga. But this one holds its own. It's a little bit more of a confidence scent. Floral confidence is how I would describe this liquid. It's a bit of a statement, but a very, very gentle statement. It is reminiscent of more mature and perhaps vintage scents even. Currently, I don't think there's anything on the market produced at the moment that is quite like this guy. Very intelligent and a bit bookish. Very, very nice purple flowers, especially the violet. Here you can really, really tell it's ruling here. Very interesting. I would advise you try it if you are a fan of slightly spicy purple flowers. And as I say, I don't think I've gotten enough use out of it this past rotation. I've made a very small dent, so I'm planning to use it more this time around. And a couple of new things that I haven't yet discussed, and I will in detail later. Here I'm just going to briefly mention them, and then I will make a video describing them in a little bit more detail in the future. But I'm talking about Robert Piguet, Douglas Hanon. So this is a niche fragrance I've had for a while, and I've decided to really crank it out and have fun with it. It is a lovely sweet pear, very, very juicy, realistic sweet pear, nectar sort of scent. The staying power of this is enormous. It is sillage is medium, but it stays for freaking ever. I have never had fruity fragrances, in essence fruity fragrances, that stay this long on skin. It's incredible. The lasting power is no joke. I will make a separate video where I will go in a lot more detail about this guy, but I thought for a fruity choice, a light fruity pick, to have something to go to that would be just not serious and lighthearted, I thought Douglas Hanon would make a really good addition to this rotation, and a nice way to sort of get some of my niches out and fuming on me. So I'm about 1/3 into this bottle. I'm expecting that I'll probably be close to being done at the end of this rotation. And another gorgeous fragrance that I'll definitely make a separate video about, discussing it and really sort of going through emotions surrounding this particular fragrance, is it's Guerlain's Eau de Parfum Mitsouko. It is a classic post-World War II fragrance that carries so much history with it. It is an amazing vintage fruit, really. It is a wonderful, wonderful powdery peach with other things in it. I'll speak about it later. But this one is really vintage. My husband described it as what his grandmother's candies smelled like, which was really funny, but I appreciate his input. Whatever, I love Mitsouko. She's my girl. I understand this fragrance, and I really, really can appreciate it. It's a happier scent for me. It's not so melancholic as some of the other Guerlains can be on me. It is a confident, fun, and exciting scent. And I think, interestingly enough, still quite relevant today. For me, it is quite a fruity, with an oriental flair sort of scent. I will definitely speak at length about it. For many years, I really haven't gotten into it. I walked around this bottle in circles for years. Not this particular bottle, but you know, a bottle of this fragrance, and tried to contemplate, should I buy it, should I not buy it? And many other Guerlains found its way into my collection before Madame Mitsouko showed up. But finally, she's mine, and I think finally I've grown to really appreciate the scent. It is so powerful and soulful. It's like jazz rather than blues, you know what I mean? It has a kick to it. It's really about sort of building something new and exciting, with a slight flair of maybe melancholy, a slight flair of misunderstood artist, but it's really a special, special fragrance. I'm hoping to get quite a bit of use out of it this cycle, this rotation. As you can see, I've used very little. I've used maybe 5 or 6 times in total so far. So I'm hoping that it's going to bring me a lot of joy this time around. That's my rotation for now. Frequently I'll pull for other fragrances if I really feel like it. When I'm not in any particular mood for a specific fragrance, which happens not so infrequently, I'll pull according to sort of an occasion out of these few. So this one and this one, I'll wear at home around my husband because we both enjoy them, and it's more of a fun, playful, cozy aroma in both instances. For work, I'll be wearing either Esprit d'Oscar or Mitsouko. And for sort of either weekend activities or whenever I feel like having something juicy and fruity, I'll pull for the Robert Piguet. So this is how I intend to use them, plus for whatever special occasion I'll pull from my larger collection, which I keep at hand and available for my own sniffing pleasures. That's it for today. Have a good day. Bye bye.